Welcome to a challenge log that was sent to me by Leon's Lockpad and also pinned by him. He named it Back in Time and it's based on a union. Here is the bidding with a nice bow that he painted red. Lock works more or less flawlessly. Turns very easy. And key goes in and out very easy, so that seems not to have a lot of pressure on the pins. Springs might be weak, but let's find out. I think I picked it when I opened the package, so I played with some locks, and I think this one was at the locks that I played with, and I think I got it open, but I'm not 100% sure. But now let's try to pick it on camera. I turn it clockwise with my Peterson pry bar 1.3 millimeter, and I use a Peterson deforest. So let's see. Oh, I think I can work from the end of this keyway and go up at an angle, maybe like so, because it's so wide open. Yeah, I think this will do. Oh, one is binding right away. Got it. Two is binding really hard. Have to release tension. Got in counter rotation and set. And another click from two. I think now it's good. 3, counter rotation, big counter rotation, and got it. Yeah, this lock is really talkative. It was another click from 3 and 1. Yeah, touched 1 and the cord turned a little bit more. I think, not sure, I think 2 is given feedback again. So another spool part on it. Oh, it dropped. I think I got it. No, now I got it. I think it's hard to reach number 5 with a thick pick. There's another movement from 1. Ah, got it. 2. Not sure if we are making progress or if I'm picking just the same pins again and again, the same states. That was 3. So 1 again. I think these pins are constantly dropping. 1 again. It's really uncomfortable to work from this ledge here because my pick always wants to slide down. 2. The sound is different now. Maybe that means something. It's really hard to move it up. These pins are binding like hell. Maybe I should use a thinner pick. Yeah, let me change picks. I have another deforest in 18,000 if I can find it. Ah, here it is. It's a little bit worn, but maybe it will do. Yeah, that feels much better. But I have to lighten up the tension. So let's see. 1 is good. 2 gave another click and the core turned a little bit more. I think 3 is good. 4 is giving feedback. There was a little spoolish movement from 4. Not sure what that is. Is this a pin? No, I don't think so. I would bet that this is a 5-pin lock. and touched one and touched one again. So one is a very, very, very interesting pin. I really love to see what it is, because now the lock is open after so many times picking one and two. Yeah, let's see what this lock has inside. Oh, that's an interesting plug holder, retaining pin, or this might take some time till I figure out how to get this off. Oh, that was easy. So I used this funny red pinning tray that I got from Foxy. You can see here is 314, and the 1 is actually the pin from my YouTube logo. The wafer driver pin from the cool Dom S driver pins. Yeah, let's take it apart and look inside. I think it's no, it's not good. Let's see. I think now it's good. Okay, keep fingers crossed. Okay, that was easy. So let's get the pins out. Number 1 is a standard. Number 2 is a standard. Number 3 standard. Number 4 standard, and number 5 is standard. But the plug is not standard. We've got some heavy plug modifications. Wow, look at that. We've got enlargement in each and every of these plug chambers. So there is this lip and it gets wider towards the shear line. And we have threading in 5, in 2, and in 1. 1, 2, and 5 are threaded. No, it's not threaded. 1 is threaded, and 5 is threaded, and 2 is not threaded, but all of these chambers are enlarged. So you will pick a pin to the shear line, and it will cause the plug to turn a little bit, and then the pin hangs on this lip and you have to pick it again. Very, very cool. Great job. Alright, let's move on to the driver pins. Oh, that's a nice pin. Wow. No, now I know why this pin gave me so many states when picking the lock. And number 2 is another awesome pin. You will be amazed when you see them in a close-up. Okay. The springs, they don't want to come out. No. So they can... maybe... Oh, that's interesting. Before we look at the pins, let's quickly look at the construction here. So we have actually a kind of a kick cylinder that's inside this housing here, and looks like that's Leon or someone else somehow glued that together or soldered it together, or I don't know, maybe this is just a foil, tin foil, or maybe that's a wedge here. Maybe we can pull out this wedge. Yeah. Never took apart a lock like so. And now we can Oh, that might be dangerous. Okay, so you can see how that how how I would proceed with that. If you pull out this, maybe I do it. I risk to break something or damage something. Okay, so that's the empty housing, and here is the cylinder, the kick cylinder, and here we can see he has put onto or glued actually this aluminium foil, and don't want to damage it. And I think these springs are at the bottom glued here on this tape, so that's the reason why they don't come out. But we'll see. We can see that all the springs are inside the chambers of the Bible, and they look pretty much the same. Yeah, same height. Looks like brass or copper. Okay. Oh, what does it say here on the outside? Leon's Lockpad. Alright. Okay, now let's come to the amazing pin work from Leon. Here we go. Here we have the cool pins. And that's my favorite. That gave me so many states with these. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4 serrations. And this little end part that works like a T-pin. And then we have number 2, that's a floating wafer. Very cool. How did he do that, actually? There's something in between, looks like a spring. And how is this? Maybe it's again kind of a soldering work. Pretty cool work, and spring in between so that it doesn't really float up and down freely, but it has some resistance. Awesome. Again, if you remember, number 2 gave me a lot of trouble. That's the reason why. Now we've got something very cool, very interesting. That's, I don't know how to call it. It's a spool here on the bottom towards the shear line, and then it has a thin part towards the spring. Or was it meant to be inserted like so with a T-pin part here? But I don't think so. Maybe like so. That's a pin I've never seen before. Same here in number 4. Awesome. Awesome work. Very cool. Oh, that's moving. Look at that, that's moving. It's a pin in pin. Wow. Awesome work. Great. But that's one. No, that's 2 pieces. Cool. Very, very cool. And how about that? That's 1 piece. That's a long spool with many serrations on the spool part in the middle. So I would say, Leon, that's an awesome lock with very cool pins. Great work. Great craftsmanship work on the pins and on the plug modification here. Yeah, Leon, thank you very much for this very, very enjoyable pick and the opportunity to look at your great pin work. Here's the wedge. Yeah, and everybody else, thank you very much for watching and happy picking. Here's the key with a tag. Yeah, thanks for watching, happy picking, and bye-bye.